Wow, as if one set of commentary wasn't enough. We're back for a third instalment. We have got to a little under 40 minutes before lights out for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Really looking forward to that. Charles Leclerc will start on pole position for that race. Alongside him will be Verstappen, the reigning champion. I do believe it's 5th and 6th or 5th and 7th for the Mercedes, so some issues going on there, but we're not here for that. We're here at the WeatherTech Raceway. Laguna Seca for the Group 3 mixed. Somewhat of a short lobby again due to work and things like that. You know, we play games for fun. Working in real life is for real. You know, the title was before the points were done after this race. There was a little bit of a 47 or 49 point gap between Duskiver and Aldo going into this race. So Duskiver knows he had it all to do. But, you know, Chalk, in the build up to this race, we were saying that he's going to have the better car for this circuit. And it proves worth as well, because he's currently there sitting on pole position. Is he not? And Mr. Smooth himself, Mr. Cutler, joined the lobby in a Corvette in a car that I wouldn't have thought would have run well around Laguna, but what do we know? The tyre whisperer himself. it's been an entertaining season nonetheless. We've still got a few to go at Tokyo restart a loop next week, or this week even. Which again, is that going to play into the hands of the Aston, or is it going to come down to the sheer speed of the Skyver and this GT40? Because this GT40 has bags of pace. Bags of pace. Once he gets that dialed in, I dare say, you know, he needs to take a lot of points. And I think if maths are correct and the permutations are correct, the Skyver needs Aldo to finish where Dazzler is right now for the last 6 races. But yeah, it's going to be a big feat to ask. Chalky's putting him under all kinds of pressure. As you can see there, the big DM5 logo on the side of Chalk's car. That is our sponsor for this season and our merchandise supplier as well. All the DK10 merchandise is available through DM5 Vinyl Designs. They have been absolutely amazing. You name it, we can label it. Hoodies, polo shirts, t-shirts, gym wear, backpacks, caps, cups. Even them cups that keep your drinks hot on your way to work, we can do them too. You can have a jigsaw, you can have coasters. You know, you can even add your name to them as well. So if you want DMK down the arm, your name down the arm, name across the back, underneath the DMK logo, you can have that done there. Just message them when you're purchasing your gear and they will do that for you. But Aldo leading the way then, not too far behind, and a Chalk. The Skyver a little way off. He's running the racing softs compared to the Chalk front, who's running the racing super softs. Let's see how he gets through in the corkscrew, little ginger there, but through nonetheless. Just see bottoming down there. That's how low that GT40 is. Remember, we ran around Senqua B last week, and they both had to go in each other's car, shall we say. One had to go in the GT40, one had to go in the Aston. And yeah, they both asked each other, how do you get this car around? Yeah, I think it was just by luck. Most of them, it's just by luck. But, you know, putting in a great show, are they not? Mr. Cutler as well, running fourth. Having a good go. He did say he was having some issues in the chat because he'd just come off GT7 and then coming back to GT Sport. It was a bit of a eye-opener, shall we say, because of the drive difference compared between the two games. So yeah, it'd be like coming off ACC onto grid. So yeah, more of a arcadey feel. Now he's been on GT7 and his settings went right in wheel. But he's here anyway, just for the crack. And he's currently running in fourth. You know, DK10, me, myself and I, currently running a lonely 5th place. Do not like this track. Do not like this track myself. But yeah, we're here nonetheless. We're finishing 5th. If I want to maintain 4th, we're going to have to stay ahead of this guy. Yeah, we're going to have to stay ahead of this guy, Dazzler 67, who's certainly worthy of the wooden spoon this season. For most improved driver, who's that again? It's DMK10 again, out of the corkscrew, same place as before. He's forever doing donuts. And a spanner. Yeah, not having a great time. Emily Frey not being kind to him. Not to trying too hard. Dazzler then moves up to 5th. Yeah, 6 minutes in, got 19 left to go. You know, last week we did 20 minutes of racing due to the P1 tribute we did. This week we are back up to 25. Mandatory pit, fuel and tyres if you need. Well, you've got to change the tyres anyway, because all 3 compounds have to be used over the weekend, from racing super softs to racing mediums. But next year, well, next season, that's all change. There's a new format to qualifying, there's a new format to the sprint, and there's a new format in the endurance race as well. So there's chances to get points in the sprint and the feature race. Obviously the feature race you get points, not the late race for nothing. But yeah, that's all down on paper. Just need to change a few things in there. And we'll be starting at the later time of 8 p.m. We'll get the lights out for qualifying at 8:30 on the dot. So yeah, hopefully we can entice a few more in. I'm taking the tyre wear down, taking the fuel wear down as well, because in this league, this season, we are running at 8.6, tyre wear on 8, fuel at 6. So should be a bit better, make the racing just a little bit closer. But it's been close all season between these front three. Aldo and Chalk even closer than the rest of us. And you see car just up front, you think somebody's going to be lapped. I think that was me, if I'm honest, getting lapped already 7 minutes in. Fastest lap of 1:22.2 by Aldo there. And Chalk's on a 1:22.4, so not too bad. He's hanging on well. Aldo's got the better tyres on the Aston. Chalk's are a little bit chewed up right now. Oh, riding the gravel as well. Be lucky to get that turned in the amount of wear he's got on the front end of that car. Chalk, I reckon he'll be in the next lap. There's the yellow flag again. Who's it for? It's DK10's pulled over. He's letting the guys through. He knows he's not in a fight. He's in a fight with his own. He's trying to keep that car on the circuit. Not having a great showing. But yeah, time's just dropping down a bit now as Aldo's and tyres get a little bit more wear on them. Chalk as well was a second slower, well 1.1, just over 1.1 slower. So yeah, tyre wear becoming an issue. And tyres will be hot, the brakes will be hot. He's on nearly halfway through the fronts already. This Chalk. He only started racing last year. We got him introduced into a league. His first time on the wheel, coming to run a G29 a play sheet setup, I believe. Certainly coming to his own as well. He did have a little nickname going around by the Q when he first started, yeah. Had a few punts and taps here and there, but certainly definitely coming to his own and just won the Pro 2 lobby in the GTTCC. That's brought to you by the MRC, which I do the commentating for, and the Pro-Am lobby, which is sadly finished now. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Been fantastic to watch and fantastic to commentate on as well. The support from the boys been fantastic. The Skyver's tyres front and right is taking a bit of an hammer in, so his right rear as well has took a bit of an hammer in. So see, strategy is your own in this league. You can run whichever starting tyre you want. You can run racing softs, racing supers in race 1. You can run racing supers or racing softs as your starting tyre or your second choice tyre, but you've got to run the mediums. See, so whether you run them in race 1 and run the 2 faster tyres in race 2, it's up to you, but strategy is your own. We leave that open to yourself. But certainly going to be an interesting one coming up with the final couple of races of the season, because we've going to Tokyo this week. There's Chalk's in the pit now with 12 litres of fuel left to get rid of racing supers. It's certainly going to be a bit tighter this season. do apologise, a little quiet moment there. I thought they said the Grand Prix started at 1:30. It don't, it's already started. Yeah, the wife will just come up to tell me off. My internet will be turned off in a minute. So yeah. There's Dazzler, bottoms out there in 4th place. Corlo moves up to 3rd then. Chalk's pitted, he's chosen the racing softs. So he'll be running the racing mediums in race 2, which I will do after the Grand Prix. The Sky then moves up to 2nd place. Aldo's got a lovely little gap. He's in the pits as well. There's just Guyver pit this lap as well. The crew are ready. They know you need to get this one spot on. The Skyver's staying out. And tyres are pretty shot, to be honest. So it's a braver man than me to go again. But he knows he's got to take every chance he can get. Just coming into his box now. This needs to be a nigh on perfect stop. A little late on the left rear there, but that'd be just fueling up the car now as well. The Skyler is just leaving sector 1. Chalk will take 2nd place. Where's Aldo? Just leaving the pits now. Where's Chalk? He's not got this one done. Aldo's chose the mediums for this race, so race 2 will be on the 2 faster tyres. I mean, we do have party chat on that open, but strategy is very low key and hardly mentioned in this league. You know, we have a bit of banter and what, but whatever happens, happens. It's Dazzler pits. Cutler just leaves the pits now. DK10 has been lapped, so that position will not change. It's still 6. Dazzler's in 5th. Cutler is 4th. DK10 pulling out the way there. That Cutler going 4th. There's Chalk. There's Aldo. There's the Skyver. He's still not pitting. He's a braver man than me, because them tyres are literally be coming down to the F word. If I'm not mistaken, them tyres are looking fucked, especially the right side. He's going to have to brake a lot earlier than normal, coast it round, or just have lift and push. He hasn't got the gap. Aldo's going to be travelling on them mediums. What's his gap? He needs a good 20 odd seconds. 25 seconds. I don't know if that's enough to pull this one out of the bag, but 24 now. He'll be losing over a second a lap, will describe up. So time will tell. He's going to have to pit this lap. He's going to have to, because some tyres are absolutely sharded. Aldo's on a fresh set of racing mediums, and they asked him, to be fair, he's good on a racing set of mediums, but Chalky's on a racing softs, and he's just gone purple 2 tenths faster in sector 1. So, I mean, he's still got it all to do. Chalk can take points away from Aldo in the championship, because he needs them to fight with second himself. So, you know, and just set a fastest lap of 1:22.0. That's some lapping a poor man's beetle, to be honest. Cutler as well in 4th, great showing in 4th, considering the issues he's having with his wheel. Dazzler 5th, DK10, Duskiver is in the pits now, and there's Aldo's pit stop. This needs to be absolutely perfect. There's Chalk's there right on the back door as well, 4 tenths faster. This is going to be a screaming lap. Duskiver's still not in the pits yet, he's coming through the final sector. Chalk is hand in the back of Aldo there. The Skyver is in the pits now. This needs to be absolutely spot on. A little late on that left rear as well. They must have the same pit crew as Aldo. Come on, let's go. We've got 11 minutes to go. 9 minutes even. 3/4 of a tank of fuel. Where's Aldo? Aldo has gone through to regain the lead. Chalk's in 2nd place then. Cutler will take 3rd, will it? No, I think this guy was saving that. He's gone on to the racing supers, so he's going to have to run mediums in race 2. Where Aldo's got them out of the way, as you can see, he's on the racing mediums now, and he's got Chalk right under that big ironing board there of the Aldo banner. Aldo's going to have to go all kinds of defensive and hope that Aston has got the pace as well, because the Beetle is light, it is nimble, it is fast, and it's on a track that he adores. So, you know, it's been clean all season. Even though the lobby's been short, the racing has been fantastic. There's the Skybot. He knows he's got to push now. He's got to drive it like he stole it. He's got fresh rubber, half the weight. And he went concentrated with the backfield so much, but this is where the fight is. I mean, these three drivers have been nose to tail for most of the season, swapping fastest laps and having battles and rear ending, and it's just been nose to tail all season. So I'd hate to see what's going to happen in Tokyo. Well, I'd hate to see it. Chalk's last lap of 1:23.6 on them tyres as well, racing softs, and he's already taking a chunk out of them as well compared to Aldo's mediums. Probably pushed them a little too hard, if I'm honest. And there's the Skyver, got it all to do. Still would be a fantastic season for him though, would it not? You know, the only league to get trophies, the top three. First, second and third. We're introducing the fourth, the Wooden Spoon, the most improved driver of the season. Or you may get a DM Clay wall plate. Right? Driver of the season. Would be a driver's vote, the driver's choice. Sunday the 27th, the DMK boys will be taking on in a friendly TVT against Race Asylum. Mr. Book himself got in contact with me, asked if we fancied a friendly little race, so we said yes, we will gladly oblige you. So Sunday the 27th we will be running the TVT. That starts at 7:30. I will put the links up on the DK10 page for the YouTube channels. They're going to have dual comms, but there'll be two streams on that. So yeah, I will do post race as well. It is a 10-minute qualifier for each race, and each race will be 40 minutes long. One race will be run DK way, and another race will be run the Race Asylum way. And obviously, as they challenged us, they said to us, which race do you want to do first? So we chose their race first, and that is at Spa-Francorchamps in the Group 3 Genesis, the Hyundai, which will be fantastic. Can't wait for that. And our race will be around Saint-Quay in this little butte, the Aston Martin. You can find the pictures for these on DK10 Facebook page. These are all livid up. I've just got a logo to put on. Each driver has their own logo, have their own name on the car. It's fantastic. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. Please get involved, show your love for the boys. TRG in there as well, TRG Aldo, TRG Tatey is in there as well. Ricky J, the Wrecking Ball, he's in there as well. He's going to race with us in the TVT. As is Dazzler, the new boy, he's going to race with us as well in the TVT. Everyone in this lobby is racing in the TVT apart from Mr. Smooth himself. So yes, it has been fantastic. We are recruiting as well, hoping to put together our own TVT team. It has been mentioned, so we will be recruiting DMK drivers. We're going to do some open lobby nights. Hopefully get them underway. It will be fantastic. The Skyver's closing that gap down. Chalk's doing 123, is 126 that lap. The Skyver's going to a groove now after his pit. He's under 125 on an out lap. Currently sitting in 122s. Aldo's doing 123. He's clearly over a second, nearly 2 seconds a lap faster than the cars in front on them, racing super softs as well. Half a tank light on fuel. DK10 is in the pits. He's getting rid of the mediums. Yep, the fuel is going in. Here's the Skyver just in the background there. He needs to get past this guy in second place, which will be not an easy task. Fastest lap of the race, a 1:21.9. But either way, the trophies for this season will be ordered when the positions are finalised after the season. They will be done and sent to you straight from the shop. Yeah, I'm just going to say shop. Straight from the place I ordered them from. So they go, phew. Apart from the Skyvers and Chalks, because they're in the ground corner. I will take them personally and congratulate them as you do. Let's get on board here, see if you can see the chalk. You just see his name banner there heading around this left-hander. A little bit of tyre square there. I do like the inside of this GT40, it's very nice. There we go down the course with a bit of a dip on. You can see the chalk, glimpses of the chalk. Is 1.0 slower this lap, but there's the chalk. And the chalk, you can see Aldo just in front of it. Looks like he runs a little bit wide there, did Aldo. And the chalk just a bit too far behind to make a move. Blue flags being waved. The DK10 needs to move out the way, as you do. The chalk has gone through. The Sky will be the next one to go through. Definitely closing that gap. DK10 hand in the back of chalk there. Just for a bit of fun. Chalk knows he won't overtake him, can't overtake him. Even though I'm on the faster tyre, I'm on the super softs and they're fresh as well. There's the Skyver definitely catching a lot closer than he was the last lap. He's composed himself. Got the bit between his teeth. He's right there. He's caught the fourth. Daz is still in fifth. There's me, DK10, being shown the blue flag's got to give it up at some point. Aldo still leading the way. 1:26 that lap. He did go wide into the last turn. Here comes the Skyver, getting a bit closer. We'll get a bit of slip off DK10's rear wing. Back into the 1:22s that lap. DK10 now pulls out the way. They don't want to get involved. These three will all converge on one another as the tyre wear comes down. Chalks are a little worse for wear. This is the last lap. I think they've left it just a little bit too late. It was the Skyver. The pit stop probably be a little late, but then he wouldn't have had as much wear on his tyres doing the chalk. Cutler's finished in 4th place. Congratulations to you, my friend. Dazzler will be 5th. But I don't think there's going to be a chance for any of them. The closest now is Duskiver on the chalk, and he needs this position if he wants to stay in contention with Aldo. He knows he's got to get past the chalk. Looks like Aldo's going to get this one in the bag. Drove phenomenal this season. He's been in some title battles himself. They're all here. 1, 2 and 3. Aldo is going to win race 1 at Laguna Seca. This guy will come home in 3rd. Chalk will be 2nd. You see, places like that you don't want to be finishing 3rd. He needs to be taking a fight to the Iceman himself, the Flying Scotsman. But anyway, we've got race 2 to come, the reverse grid race. We'll see how that one pans out. I'll be back in a few hours. It's been a pleasure having DK10. Be safe. Have a good evening. Well, good afternoon even.